Sweet spot push-up looks easy. Trust me, it's not. When you follow the exact steps I will be teaching you. It's a prep exercise for chaturanga. Engaged core, shifting forward, lowering down slowly with control to 90-degree angle in the elbow, keeping the straight line. As you can see, that's challenging. And this is why I've created Sweet Spot Push-Up for my online program, Define Strength. And now I am sharing it in 3-minute routine before your coffee. Welcome to part 3, 3-minute routine before your coffee. Actually, it turned out to be 4-minute again. If this is your first time watching this video, I recommend you visit 30-day challenge playlist and start with part 1 for 7 days, then 2, and you are ready for this one. You want to build the strength and the technique gradually, so you are doing everything to your perfection. Before you jump into the short version, make sure you do a couple of the sessions on a longer one. But most importantly, learn from the 3 exercises I explained at the beginning, because the technique is so important to get it right. So first, study, then practice, and finally, you are ready to speed it up.
And don't forget, before you get started, to hit that like and subscribe, and hit the ding-a-ling bell for notifications. You'd have to be a muppet not to. Yeah.
Let's say you finished week 1 after 7 days and you're ready for the week 2. And you still want to continue with week 1. I always say focus on making sure that every day you get to do the week 2. If you've got a time, add on the first session again. Having said that, the first one, it's a good way to warm up. So if you know you can guarantee to fit both together, start with the first one, finish with the second one. After 14 days of solid training, you are ready for this session. And the same rule applies. Focus on a week 3, make sure it gets done. Add on week 2, and if you've got a time for the week 1, do all 3 together. But prioritize number 3, then 2, and then 1. To challenge the sweet spot push-up from the start, you want to be using these thin blocks or books. The link will be in description. Placing the heel of the hands on the edge of the block with the fingertips pressing down. Check if your wrists are below the shoulders, knees underneath of the hips. This is important setup to maintain core engagement when we shift forward to challenge the sweet spot push-up. Start with activation of the core. From the week 1 3-minute routine before your coffee, you already know what needs to happen to activate engaged cat. Tucking the tailbone under, drawing the ribs close to the hips, and pushing the floor away is your engaged cat. So let's do that again. First the core. Tuck the tailbone, draw the belly up. Number 2, push the floor away, separate your shoulder blades. And now we are coming to number 3. Look forward to shift. Keep moving forward. Don't go down. As you move further forward, you're gonna need to start bending in the elbow, maintaining the angle, elbow above the wrist. You can see I'm super challenged, I'm shaking already. The main principle is that the elbow is staying above the wrist. If I start bending the elbow too soon, engage core, push the floor away, shift forward and bend the elbow. See how the elbow moves back, and we are losing the principle. If I have got a first original setup wrong, for example, wrists are away from the shoulders, knees are back, I'm gonna engage the core, I am going to shift forward. As you can see, I am not able to maintain my core engagement. It's not possible. Yes, I have got the stuck elbow above the wrist, but my core is not engaged. This is why the setup is important. Wrist below the shoulders, knees underneath of the hips. And then you engage the core, push the floor away, look forward. Just as if you want to look over the cliff edge, keeping your elbows hugging in, not flaring them out. And then hold. This is super hard, even for me, because I've shifted quite into the distance. The hand setup, especially if you are not using the blocks, is important as well. Focus on external rotation. Further you turn your hands out, more likely you will be able to shift forward and keeping the principle of elbows hugging into the body, because the eyes of the elbows will be pointing forward. If your hands will start from that internal rotation, more like this, when you shift forward, your elbows will flare out, and we don't want that. We want that perfect form with elbows hugging in. Let's recap the steps. First, all fours. Make sure your wrists are below the shoulders, knees underneath of the hips. Then hand placement. Turn the hands out slightly so the eyes of the elbows will be pointing forward and the elbow will look back. Engage your core is the step number 1. Tuck. Ribs close to the hips. Step number 2, push the floor away to activate the upper body. Step number 3, start shifting forward, maintaining that core engagement. Keep looking to the front. Step number 4, begin to bend in the elbow. Again, this is very challenging. So as a beginner, your sweet spot push-up maybe just small micro bend in the elbow. Also look out if your core stays engaged and doesn't open up. And again, be careful you don't think, oh, I've got to bend the elbows before your proper shift. So engage, push the floor away, shift, keep moving forward. And as you go further forward, your elbow will bend anyway. Next two exercises I'm going to teach you look similar, but they are very different. See if you can spot the difference. The first one is about creating the range of the movement around the shoulder blades. The second one is about finding the small, often undeveloped muscles around the shoulder blades to create a movement. And it looks like this. Both of them I called put your shoulder blades into the back pockets. Can you see the difference? Both exercises we are going to do standing first and then on the floor, which will be a lot more challenging. Coming down onto the belly, extending the arms forward, external rotation, so the palms are facing each other, slightly more up, and the thumbs are pointing up as well. The arms will be lifted all the time and forehead will be on the floor. The first exercise, the W. Lift the arms up, extend them as far forward as you can, and then draw the elbows back, squeezing the shoulder blades together and pulling the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, reach. Exhale, engage into W. The second one is the challenging one. We're going to find a 90-degree angle in the cactus. Lift the arms up if possible and stay here for the 10 reps. Then engage the bottom part of your shoulder blades to place the shoulders into the back pockets. It will be hard at the beginning, but once you build the muscles, you will understand which area needs to activate to make the movement. Avoid drawing the elbows down. Keep it still and just work with the muscles around the shoulders. And I'm telling you, it's a killer. Standing cat-cow. Rest your hands on the thighs, round into the cat, open up into cow. Explore the range of movement and the muscle activation. Separating the shoulder blades in a cat, squeezing them together. Engaging the core in a cat, opening it in a cow. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Thread the needle. Both knees are bent. Take the arm through and then extend, placing the left hand onto the inside of the left leg, extending the right leg, and then opening up here. Really feel that opening. And then thread the needle again and open. So notice how my hand changes the position. To thread, I rest and bend both knees. To open, I press against the inside. One more. We switch to the other side. Thread through, bend both knees, reach up high, extend. Try to press the back of the hand to the inside of that leg. 2 more. Well done. Roll down towards the floor and walk up to drop the knees down. Chest opening push-ups. Take your hands out and lower the chest to the ground. This is not a strengthening exercise. This is mobility and chest opening. So we don't need to worry about engagement here. In fact, the belly is relaxed. 5 more. Feel the squeeze of the shoulder blades as you come down and the opening across the front of the body. Last 2. Bring your hands back, lift up the knees, walk it back, roll up through the spine. Find that external rotation in your arms, lift your arms up, reach up nice and high, keep them as far back as possible, thumbs pointing back, palms facing each other, and draw the elbows down into W. 1, 2. Remember, you want to do it as far back as possible. 3, 4. Think about the forearms drawing back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Feel the squeeze in between the shoulder blades. 10. Roll down. Come to your knees. Find the knees underneath of the hips, wrist below the shoulders. We're going to go into the sweet spot push-up. Engage the core, tuck the belly, push the floor away. You can turn the hands out slightly into extend rotation so the eyes of the elbows are pointing forward. Once you are engaged, shift to the front. And then just find that little micro bend. I'm gonna stay in this beginner's position because I don't want you to go any further and therefore lose the control over your core. The core has got to be engaged. Let's do 4 more. Pull the belly in, ribs close to the hips, push the floor away, shift forward, keep moving forward until you micro bend in your elbow. 3 more. Engage, shift, and then micro bend. 2 to go. Feel that strength in your arms. Elbows are hugging in. Last one, and then we're gonna come back to this at the end to finish the 5 more. Well done. Come down to the floor, and we are going to do the W in the prone position. Forehead will stay on the floor. Lift your arms up and find that W. Drawing the elbows down, squeezing the shoulder blades together, moving them from your ears. 3. Keep your arms lifted all the time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should feel the challenge in your upper back. Lift up, tuck the toes, rise with your knees, find that little down dog, and then walk it back up. Roll up through the spine. We're going to bring the arms into the cactus. Again, extend the rotation, draw the elbows back, and now we move just the muscles around the shoulder blades. Engage, relax. Engage, relax. Notice my elbows don't move. I am not going into that W. And that is important. You've got to learn to activate the muscles at the bottom of your shoulder blades. 5 more. 5, 4. Think about your forearms drawing back as you pull the shoulder blades down. 3, 2, and 1. Come down and drop your knees. And this is actually when we do second round of the push-ups. Engage the core, tuck the tailbone, push the floor away, shift forward. Make sure you are set up correctly, wrist below your shoulders, knees underneath of the hips. 1. You can also use the blocks to relieve the tension in the wrists. Number 3. Don't lose your core connection. 4. Do it slowly with control, hugging your elbows in. Eyes of the elbows are pointing forward. I hope you were watching already the individual explanation of each exercise where I go into it more in the detail. We're coming down to the ground to find the cactus. So the palms are facing each other and the thumbs are pointing up. All the time, the elbows will be off the floor if possible. However, if you need to rest, take it. Forehead down, lift the elbows. And now, Engage the back body. Drawing the shoulder blades together and down without moving the elbows. Finding those small muscles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And yes, this one hurts the most. Lift up. Come onto your knees, tuck the toes. Rise into your down dog. Just stretch those shoulders. And then walk your hands back. Roll up through the spine. Inhale your arms up. Exhale down. Well done. Standing cat-cow. Round and open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thread the needle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll down, walk it up. Hands out, kissing push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You literally are kissing the floor. 6, 7, opening the chest. 8, 9, 10. Come up, all the way, external rotation, and take it to W. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll down. Sweet spot push-ups. Engage the core. Push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come all the way down. Palms facing each other. Lift up and cactus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift up, walk it back, roll up through the spine, cactus your arms, and engage the bottom of the shoulder blades without moving the elbows down. Keep them in the same place. 3, 4, 5, 6. The forearms are drawing back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down to the floor. Second round of push-ups. Engage, push the floor away, shift forward. 1, 2. We are doing a small range because we are focusing on a good technique. 3, 4. Keep hugging your elbows in. 5. Come down. Cactus. Lift the forearms and elbows and move the shoulder blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come up, into a down dog. Walk your hands back, roll up through the spine. Inhale up, exhale down. Well done. This is Natasha. She just done half an hour PT with me training upper body. So now I'm gonna ask her to do the push-ups. Is that okay still? Yeah, you've got enough strength. So let's start with the setup of the hands. I'm gonna give you these blocks, put the heel of the hands on the blocks, because we want to be able to shift forward to challenge the shoulders. Let's check the alignment. Knees below the hips, wrists below the shoulders. We're going to now engage the core. There is the tuck. Push the floor away into my hands. That's it. And then shift forward, keep shifting. And then go as far forward as you can, maintaining the elbow above the wrist. Well done. Let's come back. Let's do it again. Engage. Start shifting the upper body. Shift forward, forward. Keep shifting, keep shifting. Keep looking over that cliff edge and hold it there. Brilliant. Now, Natasha, do you remember when you started with this exercise that you were not going as low as you are going now?
Yeah.
Can you show us where was your maximum?
It was like that.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And that is the sweet spot push-up that you want to start with, and then you want to be working it and progressing it lower every time. Okay, so let's set up in the wrong way. We're gonna put the blocks here. So suddenly the wrists are not below the shoulders. And actually we're going to take the knees back as well. Okay? And see if you can do the sweet spot push-up in this wrong setup. So she is now engaged. She's gonna now shift forward. First of all, she can't shift too far forward. So, but keep going, keep going, keep going. And can you see what's happening here? How suddenly she will disengage in that core because it's impossible to maintain the tuck. So that's why the setup is so important. Bringing it in, getting the alignment. So now, actually, I think we need to go more in. There we go, good. Closer you come in, more of the shift you can achieve and make it more challenging. Perfect. And now you can see she's beautifully engaged in that core, maintaining the tuck. Well done. Okay, so we're going to learn how to put the shoulder blades into the back pocket in a cactus position. So bring your arms into the cactus. First, let's find that external rotation. So the thumbs are pointing back. We've got a 90-degree angle in the elbow and in the armpit. That is important. Now I'm gonna place the pockets at the bottom of your shoulder blades and see if you can engage the shoulder blades by squeezing them together and drawing them down into my pockets, into my hands. That's it, 1. That's it, good. 2. Okay, now what about if I put my hands here and ask you not to use your elbows to go down? Can you make that movement again? That's it. Feel the difference? Okay, so you're squeezing the shoulder blades together. Can you then squeeze them and pull them down? Squeeze them and down. There we go. Find those small muscles doing that movement. Is that a lot harder now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's very hard. That's it. And that's why it's important to kind of resist, not to move your elbows down, and just find that muscle activation around here to create a movement. Now we are going to do this exercise lying on the front, which is going to get a lot harder because you've got to work against the gravity. Set up the cactus, so 90-degree angle in the elbows and palms facing each other. Forehead will stay down. I'd like you to now lift your elbows and come up into this engaged position. So this is where you're going to start and finish each rep, okay? So now lift higher to squeeze the shoulder blades, keep the head down, and then put it down into the pockets. Okay, and release. Squeeze, lift, and pocket. Now this is what I'd like you to avoid, bringing the elbows into almost like a W. Think about keeping this in a 90-degree angle. And as you put it into the back pockets, use these muscles rather than getting the elbows to come down, yeah? So see if you can get that action. So lift and squeeze. That's it. And then just keep, okay, I'm gonna keep it there. So squeeze and down. That's it. And again, squeeze and down. I can see you've got a temptation moving the arms back, but try to resist it. Feel like build the muscles around the shoulders. More you build it, it's gonna get easier. Yeah, that's it. Good. Yeah. Perfect. Now that is a lot better. Okay, come up. Did that feel different? Yes. The second part?
Yes. Yeah, much.
How different did it feel? Like, did you feel like you were really just kind of working with the small area on your back?
Instead of my arms, it was my back.
You felt it a lot more. Yeah. Letter Y to W. Reach forward with your arms into Y. This exercise is going to actually use the elbows to engage into the W. The difference is with this one is aimed more for mobility, and also you get a nice neck stretch when you come into the W. The rule is arms off the floor all the time for the 10 reps. Draw the elbows back and engage here. Well done, into that W, and reach forward, keeping the forehead on the floor. And again, squeeze and reach forward. One more. Find that W and just notice that lovely stretch in the back of the neck. Let me know in the comments which part of the day do you fit in your 3-minute routine before the coffee. Are you feeling stronger? Do you feel you've built a new daily fitness habit? Like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you soon.